I don't want us to have. I've told you where the vehicle is.
The truck was actually coming from Ring Road. It missed a step. So as it was trying to gather itself, it fell.
What we are witnessing these days, it is something we can no longer understand.
They should stop telling us and promising us all those promises are fake, giving us distance of promises are fake. We don't want it anymore.
A very good evening and thank you for joining us on BeeTv Major News at 6, reaching you live from Benin City, the Edo State capital. I am Evelyn Izibili, and now to the news in details. Some landlords in Osakwan Street, Awake Road and Iyahen Street and environs have abandoned their properties due to flooding, leaving tenants in a difficult situation. This often occurs after heavy rain and subsequent flooding, leaving some residents, including those in supposed luxury apartments, displaced and seeking alternative shelter. BeeTv News Best Orator visited the flood-devastated area, and here's the report.
At first glance, one may think that we are in the village or maybe a camp in Edo State. But no, this is Benin City. We're right here at Eriamato Street, off of Sakpama Street, off Uwagboy Street, off Ubawa Lagos Road, in a local government area of Edo State. This is a case of a landlord becoming a tenant because the structures over here, the owners have since relocated because of the perennial flooding. We've been told that this particular building here is the building of the landlord of the street, Mr. Eriamato. Because of the flooding here, he has since relocated, and we've been told that he is now a tenant elsewhere. This is one of many cases right here in this community of landlords who have relocated from the building because of the devastating effects in this area. Many landlords and landladies in Osakpama Street around the Ego local government secretariat in Benin City have already fled their homes as a result of the flood, and abandoned houses have become hiding places for criminal elements. And an only occupant left in the house is planning to relocate. Another 8-room apartment is completely deserted, while the landlord is said to be squatting elsewhere. The residents said that the flood has made the community uninhabitable as many landlords have abandoned their property. They noted that flood has not only constituted health risk and economic instability to those still residing in the area, but a pregnant woman who was about to give birth died due to inability of vehicle to access her place of residence to take her to the hospital to deliver after flood took over the area. They noted that past administrations could not come to their rescue. They, however, appealed for the immediate intervention of Edo State government, ably led by Senator Mondi Okpebolo, to address the severe erosion and flooding negatively impacting their area.
When they suffer here, they not be small thing. No, all the tenants when we get, they don't come out. Business what we want to do for here, we get bakery, it don't die down. If let job for here, we have to swim. If you have to look at me now, I'm 74 years old. If you see the way I say I suffer to come out, it's not easy at all for me at all. My husband is at home now. I can't even waka. Many people they are packed away. We beg Governor Okpebolo. He's a nice man. The way he's doing now. Let's come.
Government's attention in the state. He confirmed that palliative work was done by the past Oshomole's administration in the area and commended the residents for drawing government's attention to their plight. He also promised to inform the governor about their plight.
There are so many areas, so many issues that are in need of attention, whether flooding problem, infrastructural deficit and all. That Osakpama has been there for long. Just as they said, that's true. Several governments, whether Lucky Grenadian at a time, Oshomole tried to do something there, palliative work was done and promised to do enlarged work. These are some of the issues that the governor is prepared to attend to. presently, the present governor, I mean, Governor Monday Okpebholo, to check all these areas. This one has been there for long. Thank God they have raised it. It is not by keeping quiet and thinking governor will just know. It is concerted efforts to draw the government's attention to that place that will move the government.
And infrastructure in the area.
It is better to live in a safe place and be alive than to salvage property and maybe die in the process. And this may be the reason why the owner of this historic building over here may have relocated from the building, having made frantic effort to salvage the property. For the residents of Osakpama and environs, they are hoping that Governor Monday Okpebholo will come to their aid. Past administration haven't failed to deliver on their promises. They believe that when this problem is addressed, the governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, would have written his name in the political annals of Edo State. From Osakpama Street here in the local government area of Edo State, Best Orito reporting for BeeTv News.
The Edo State Governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, has announced that the state's first flyover bridge will be completed by April next year, 4 months earlier than initially scheduled. The governor made the disclosure during the All Progressive Congress campaign rally in Eastern Northeast local government area ahead of the Edo Central Senatorial by-election slated for August 16th. BeeTv News Osaragi Agobo has details.
Voters who gathered in show of support for Honorable Joseph Ikpe and the APC, Governor Monday Okpebholo said the completion time for the Benin City first flyover bridge at Ramat Park has been reduced from 1 year 6 months to 1 year 2 months. A development, he said, reflects its administration's commitment to fast-tracking infrastructure delivery. The rally, which traversed all 11 wards of Eastern Northeast local government area, also witnessed a wave of defection from the People's Democratic Party, the Labour Party to the APC, further boosting the ruling APC's momentum in the senatorial race. Speaking on the ongoing projects in the area, Governor Okpebholo said from Ekpoma to Ubiaja, they are dualizing the road and after the rains, others will be constructed. He noted that Ekpoma Road was a death trap for everyone, but he ensured the road was awarded while he was still in the Senate.
I want to tell you that the good work that you sent me, I've started it. This road from Ekpoma straight to Ubiaja, we are dualizing it. Ekpoma Road to Ebu, we have started it also. So after the rain, you will see massive work going on in Uromi here.
Governor Okpebholo also credited President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for supporting the state's development agenda, noting that his understanding of the needs of Edo people has accelerated progress in key projects in the state. On water supply, Okpebholo announced the revival of Ugboha Water Scheme, which he said has restored water distribution to Uromi and surrounding communities. The governor appealed to the people to come out next week, Saturday, to cast their vote for APC and Joseph Ikpe for him to attract more developments to Edo Central Senatorial District.
They told me that water started running in some part of Uromi. So the dam in Ugboha, we have rectified it. But while here, we are going to work on this one, so that this one also can be given Opedu and Anirua and others water. You people can make the highest votes. I want to repeat history this time around. That 99.9 and half is what we are looking for.
The Deputy State Chairman of APC, Honorable Sylvester Egbobo, welcomed the former PDP defectors and called for support for Ikpe. He described their move as a significant boost ahead of the August 16th senatorial by-election. Honorable Egbobo thereafter presented the defectors the broom, which is the symbol of the APC, urging them to sweep away the remaining PDP members in their community.
We are going to deliver 100% in this local government. We promise you, Excellency. Victory Magwano, I promise my Elena. Oh, Famu Male. All the development nobody never just said it. All the way not to one never. Hold on.
The August 16 by-election is expected to be a key test of strength for the APC in Edo Central Senatorial District. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The candidate Progressive Congress for Ovia Federal Constituency, Honorable Barrister Omosede Gabriela Igbinedion, has reaffirmed her commitments to delivering inclusive and effective representation to Ovia Federal Constituency if elected in the next Saturday by-election. Honorable Omosede Igbinedion made the promise during her campaign at Siloko, Umaza and Udo wards in Ovia Southwest local government area. BeeTv News Osaragi Agwebo tells us more.
The APC candidate for Ovia Federal Constituency, Honorable Barrister Omosede Igbinedion's campaign train first landed at Siloko Ward to officially commence a campaign in Ovia West local government area. The campaign train led by the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Dennis Idahosa, were joyfully received by a crowd of APC supporters and prominent members of the PDP who defected to the APC as they were urged to vote for Honorable Omosede Igbinedion in the upcoming Saturday Ovia by-election.
Siloko, are you ready? Yeah. The candidates where we agree for Ovia Federal Constituency, where one go represent us for Abuja, now person where get experience, where don't fair go there. And because she be woman, for National Assembly, there is no woman representation from Edo State. On the 16th of this month, and by the grace of God, I see him say APC will get 100%. But today, because of the good work, our governor, our deputy, our House of Assembly, throughout of Edo State, receive their
Sunday Agedo, Director General, Honorable Omosede Campaign Council, Honorable Charity Amayero, and Ovia Southwest Local Government Area Chairman, Honorable Nosa Edobo, urged the residents to turn out in large number on Saturday and vote massively for APC.
I can't talk to una small because una don dey do this thing before. Now the challenge go heavy. We don't need too much talk because una get House of Assembly when they perform. Una know the woman when they go House of Rep. Una know it, Papa. Edo well dear and Amaye Oha. Una know it, Papa. The Esama of Benin Kingdom. The first one that they say good now we they call go getter. And you see how Deputy Governor take around. My brother, God go bless you. Yeah. We are proud to be with you.
Two other slogans for this election. That is a unity of via agenda. I'm wearing it. Am I not wearing it?
Yes.
When I came in with an agenda. And that is for myself and my brother, who is now the Deputy Governor, to be united. Yes. So it's Ovia agenda and a united Ovia. So I'm going to sing a Bob Marley song that all of you know. Some of you know I'm half Jamaican. So we're going to sing it together. One love, one heart. Ovia, let's get together and feel alright. Before, either you were voting for him or you were voting for me. But now we're together. Yes. In one party, and that party is what?
Honorable Barrister Omosede Igbinedion's campaign train proceeded to Udo Ward, also in Ovia Southwest local government area, where she was greeted by a Cherry indigenes and residents who accompanied her to the palace of the ESL of Udo, His Royal Highness Patrick Igbinedu, who offered prayers for the Deputy Governor Dennis Idahosa, the APC Ovia candidate Honorable Omosede Igbinedion, and other party leaders. The APC strength in Udo Ward received a significant boost as prominent PDP members defected to the APC, rallying behind Honorable Omosede Igbinedion and enhancing her chances to victory. Osarugie Agwebo reporting for BeeTv News.
A wave of appreciation swept through parts of Edo State as drivers and passengers have continued to react to the recent ban on illegal revenue collection by transport unions accused of harassing motorists and disrupting road activities. BeeTv News Jordan Okwege reports that the ban announced by Governor Senator Monday Okpebholo was met with cheers from road users who said the action have brought relief and restored normalcy to their daily movement. The report is presented by Esohe Osewengi.
Some drivers explained that prior to the ban, the task force activities had caused delays, stress, and unnecessary expenses. They noted that with its removal, they now experience smoother journeys and a renewed ability to meet their daily needs.
I want the thank them, God go bless them for the way they stop all this. What do they call it? Too much for driver. But if you market people, everybody they complain. Really thank and wait, but God go bless them.
We all of us happy. I thank governor, our governor, for as they banned all those agbodoso. As you can see now, you say all of us are happy. Before my brother, if I tell you money, won't they?
Please say go feel handle the welfare of driver.
Everybody just they work uncontrollable because you just work as you like. Nobody they control but like before the union just too much. They need to create a body me say you go make this thing stable. Finish.
We cannot leave the drivers like this because when there is no head, the whole place will look so porous. So my advice to the state government is to constitute a new fresh body to take over the affairs of the driver.
Let you also try to see if as any effort you can try to make sure that
A Thanksgiving service has been held at the Redeemed Christian Church of God Upper Room, Edo Province 1 headquarters to mark the 70th birthday celebration of Senator Matthew.
The service opened with congregational worship led by the church choir, followed by an orderly progression of the program. A roll call of dignitaries in attendance, including the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa, Speaker, Edo State House of Assembly, Honorable Blessing Agbebaku, former Deputy Governors of Edo State, Dr. Pius Odubu, and Comrade Philip Shaibu, PDP National Secretary, Senator Samuel Anyanwu, former Senator representing Kogi West, Senator Dino Milaye, Reverend Dr. Felix Omobude, serving and former senators, senior party officials, and notable political associates from Edo State and beyond. Church officials and local government representatives were also present. Family participation formed a central part of the liturgy as members of the celebrant's immediate family took turns to read verses during the service. The readings culminated with Senator Orogide himself taking the final Bible reading.
Chapter 46, verses 1 to 11. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we fear, though the earth be moved, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, though the waters thereof roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with the swelling thereof, it is revealed, the streams whereof shall make glad the city of God.
The resident pastor, Pastor Benson Osawaru, delivered this sermon a message that reflected things.
And this is the message that we have joined him as a church, as friends and well-wishers, as family members, to celebrate with him. Why? We recognize the glad.
Was the fatherly blessings and prayers bestowed on Senator Orogide by Reverend Dr. Felix Omobude. He prayed for longevity, wisdom, and renewed strength for the celebrants and God's blessings on his family.
We have come today to say thank you for all that you have done, for his life, for his family, for friends and associates that are here to rejoice with him. To you, years in robust health. Your voice will be respected. Your generation will stand for you.
Some friends and associates of Senator Matthew Orogide expressed gratitude to God for the milestone he has achieved and appreciated the mercy and grace of God in his life and described him as a great friend, leader, and associate.
Senator Matthew Orogide at 70. My singular prayer is that God will continue to keep him. God will add more years to his age and more age to his years. And by the grace of God, we'll be around to celebrate his 100th birthday.
In the service of the fatherland. And he's a good man. He's a kind-hearted man. He's a serious-minded fellow. He says yes, it is yes. You know, you can always know where he stands on any issue.
He's been a very close friend, a very dear friend, and even though I'm married to his younger sister, he's still a personal friend, other than an in-law.
A humble, lovely, and caring man. A man that have people at heart. If I don't know him, I was not part of the program. I'm not a principal. These few years I've been with him, seeing him around, the way people come around him, he's just a great man.
From the church, the ceremony shifted to the reception. God's Gift Omone reporting for BeeTv News.
The chairman of Arewa Community and special advisor to Governor Monday Okpebholo, Alhaji Garibaldi Danjuma, has on behalf of the APC Arewa in Edo State sent a heartfelt congratulations to the Deputy Governor of Edo State, His Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa, our amiable erudite and ever irrepressible Deputy Governor of Edo State, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa, on the occasion of your birthday. Danjuma said the exemplary leadership, firm commitment of the deputy to the service of Edo State, and passion for the well-being of the people remain a source of inspiration. He wished the Deputy Governor, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa, a glorious future filled with divine blessings, wisdom, and greater accomplishments in all his endeavors. The Edo State Government's Special Security Squad, Operation Flush Out Kidnappers and Cultists, at the weekend stormed Edo Central and Edo North Senatorial District of the state in what it tagged Operation Show Up Force to register its presence in the areas. The squad action across Edo Central and Edo North Senatorial Districts signaled Governor Monday Okpebholo's resolve to rid the state of cultism, kidnapping, and other criminal activities. BeeTv News' God Gift Omone has details.
And you will agree with me, while you walked in, the campus was quiet and calm. So the Polytechnic is calm, no reports of any deaths whatsoever, no cult-related activities. Because Auchi Polytechnic has zero tolerance for cultism. They know the Riot Act. If a student is caught in any cult activity, the student is immediately expelled.
She commended Governor Okpebholo's security-driven app.
The family of late Pa Nuruwa Losin Igbinidun on Sunday offered thanks to God for a successful burial ceremony of their late father. The Thanksgiving, which was held at the Holy Cross Cathedral in Benin City, was graced with dignitaries, amongst whom was the former Deputy Governor of Edo State, Right Honorable Philip Shah.
After a successful burial ceremony held on Friday in honor of late Pa Noruwa Losi Igbinidun, who is also the father-in-law of Edo State. Some guests described the late Pa Losi Igbinidun as a man who lived a fulfilled life.
Water is waiting for a man to appear on the stage there. So we thank God Almighty. I want to use the opportunity to thank all those that supported us, well wishers, and they are all here to support us. May God be with them.
Late Panoruwa Lonsig Binidu, also known as Action Man, died at age 91. Best orator reporting for BeeTv News.
A solemn farewell was held in honor of the late Mrs. Henrietta Niboku Ugbeoke, beloved wife, mother, sister, and auntie, whose life and legacy were celebrated over a series of emotional ceremonies in Edo State. BeeTv News' Jordan Okonoge reports that the events began with a requiem mass at St. Matthew Catholic Church of Iriri Road, Benin City, attended by church members, family members, friends, and well-wishers. The atmosphere was filled with emotions as prayers were offered and many shed tears during the service.
Death is a price that everyone has to pay. The death of a loved one can be very painful. Same is the death of Mrs. Henrietta Niboku Ugbeoke, wife of a former commissioner of mining in Edo State and executive director of commercial and environmental development at the South-South Development Commission. In his tribute during the mass, the deceased husband, Honorable Joseph Ugbeoke, expressed deep gratitude to everyone for their support, noting that their presence brought comfort during the difficult time.
I just want to seize this opportunity to thank you all on behalf of my family for being with us all through this morning. And since we church is full, I really appreciate all your efforts. Thank you for coming.
Following the mass, the remains of Mrs. Henrietta Niboku Ugbeoke was taken in a motorcade to the family residence in Azukala Ekperi, along the way. At the residence, the wake-keeping and line estate ceremony commenced. The choir of SS Peter and Paul Catholic Church rendered hymns, while prayers was led by the assistant parish priest, Reverend Father Valentine Oswagu, alongside other ministers. In a message, Reverend Father Valentine Oswagu praised Mrs. Henrietta Niboku Ugbeoke for her devotion and dedication to God's work and described her as a virtuous woman of strong faith and generosity who touched many lives.
Let us therefore live our life each day, knowing fully well that a day will come when we will leave this world. There are many stories about our mother. She was a generous woman. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward is great in heaven.
Family members and close friends then viewed her body for the last time. Many left in tears, family and others.
It's full of immortality. Having been disciplined
your hearts be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me.
Her husband, Honorable Joseph Ugbeoke, thanked attendees for their support and announced a donation to the church in her honor.
My brothers and sisters, I just want to seize this opportunity to thank you for honoring us. I thank you for
to bury loved one, Mrs. Henrietta Niboku Ugbeoke, who departed 2 weeks ago. She was a woman of simplicity, very humble.
A reception followed at the family residence, attended by various guests. Members of the Ekperi Grammar School Old Students Association and others were also in attendance. Tributes continued with Professor Ben Ugbeoke, who spoke on behalf of the deceased husband, expressing his endearing love and grief, while her brother, Honorable Amaho Victor, shared heartfelt
to resources to support young farmers and innovators. Participants also committed to transforming ideas shared during the event into concrete actions aimed at advancing the sustainable creative students and digital content creators on how to identify and navigate digital threats effectively. Result in detention or surveillance, Nigerian youths are being equipped to safeguard their digital freedoms through the Voices in Code training program hosted by Accountability Lab Nigeria. Participants explore their digital rights and examine the increasing threats within the country's shrinking civic space.
What I'll say to them is basically that digital rights issues and it affects the way we speak, it affects the way we create, it affects the way we participate totally in society. So you'll be doing yourself a disservice if you do not key in to conversations that are at a
years, we need to accelerate action to achieve it, and we cannot accelerate action in isolation of young people. To accelerate action in achieving the sustainable development goals, the young people must be a driving force. They must be brought on board.
By and large, investment in youth development is critical, and it's just going to be the game changer.
Youths have been charged to shun social nation building in order to become. The federal government has pledged to address the challenges facing the country's textile industry, assuring manufacturers of policies that will create a level playing field for local producers. Now, the Minister of State for Industry, Senator John Eno, committed to these efforts during a visit to textile manufacturing companies in Lagos as part of his two-day industrial tour. Senator Eno acknowledged the textile industry's decline while mentioning how it once revived the government in employment generation, and he assured stakeholders of renewed government support. He explained that the Ministry of Industry would convene a session of courts in textiles and garments
that have been lost. I mean, it's a facility that hasn't operated for upwards of 5 years, and from what I find, there don't seem to be any plans to get it to operate. That means it can be here for the next 10, 15. I put in place, had a technical session. One of the 5 thematic areas was what you're talking about, contraband, goods and all of that. And I think that the next couple of weeks, what I intend to do is to inaugurate ministerial roundtables that are going to have comprehensive discussions on each of these thematic areas and try to see how we can deal with the practical problems. Because beyond the banning, beyond the increase in duties and things like that, we still find a lot of this finding their way to Nigerian markets. Why is that happening? Although